Yeah, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, students.
Good evening, ma'am.
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 Good evening. Good evening to all of you. Slide टा बड़ा करो.
गुड इवनिंग मैडम
Good evening. मु सुना जाउची ना, सुभा जाउची ना, students.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Chalo, let's start. See, students. Yesterday we have discussed what we have discussed.
Strategy.
Strategy, features of strategy, types of level of strategy.
Types of
What are
change.
the
Types of
features of
change.
strategy? Types of
Types
yesterday.
of changes.
हाँ.
What is strategy? Features of strategy. Defined level of strategy.
Level of strategic.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Very very good.
Thank you.
ठीक है. So level of strategy we have discussed what? Now it is
तो आज
first.
corporate business functional strategic इस पे डिस्कस किया था.
Yes ना. Slide देखा जाउची ना पिला माने.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See. Vision. We can analyze this picture. No. What do you mean by vision? We can analyze it through this picture. Vision.
Madam, voice clear आसुनी.
कौन
voice
मैम मझिरे मझिरे ब्रेक हो जाउची.
voice break होची. हाँ.
हाँ. इतना आसिबो इतना क्लियर आसिबो.
Let's see, ma'am.
Okay. So, what do you mean by vision? Vision means it is the ability to see the future. So, we can analyze it through this. Analysis. Try to imagine the future.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear. Breaking.
खाली पर्यंत ठीक असतं आजकाल voice breaking झालेलं. Wait a moment. ठीक है? Students.
Yes, ma'am. Now it is clear.
Now it is clear ना? Depend करूची इंटरनेट ଉପରେ କଣ କରିବା.
मैम क्लियर तो होची मझिरे मझिरे पुनी ब्रेक हो जाउची.
अरे से मशीन को चाहा दरकार से खाली कुछ मते चाहा दियो.
सुना सुना तुम्हें सब प्रकार ना कंफर्टेबल नउछ. घरे बसिला आराम से क्लास करला. हां ना नहीं.
आज्ञा मैम.
नहीं मैडम आमे क्लियर आपन वॉइस भी सुनबा के चाहू छी.
एथरो क्लियर हो. चलो तो विजन कौन कहिला? Vision. Vision means what I told you. It is the vision is a long term. It is a. Change होनी. Good. Is perfect. Chalo, let's start. See, what do you mean by vision? Vision means it is the ability to see the future and go ahead. It means here with analysis, here the organization try to analysis where we are right now and where we wanted to go. After 5
मैम कनेक्शन कट करके आउथर रिफ्रेश करी कनेक्ट करन हे जबो.
काई ना कोन होची रे बाबा.
मैम ब्रेक हे
सुबह
जबो.
जाउनी.
मैम मझिरे मझिरे ब्रेक होची.
मैम कनेक्शन कट करके आउथर रिफ्रेश करी कनेक्ट करन आउथर.
दीपक.
आउथर कनेक्ट करले मैम हे जबो रिफ्रेश हेले.
अच्छा ना सुबह जाउनी मझरे मझरे पूरा ब्रेक होची.
मैम आपण पढाइबा स्टार्ट करले बहुत आउ सुबुनी नॉर्मल कथा सुबुची.
मैम डीवीडी कैसेट देन स्क्रैच हुई लाखे मैम सेंड हाउस
अच्छा ओके रो मुदा कोच हां दीपक से कोच होती कि आउथरे ये करके आउथरे ऑन करंतु भलो से सुबा देखते सर ऑन करके से पोजीशन पर देखिए ऑफ करके आउथरे ऑन कर दो ना आज कल स्टूडेंट्स फ्लक्चुएट होची मैम सुबा जाउनी कोचोंती आउथरे स्टार्ट करते जदी क्लियर आसला 2 दिन एला ठीक आस्तुला बाकी एबे कर
मैं अपन नॉर्मली कथा लागल सुबुची जेन पढिबा स्टार्ट करछन सेतले ब्रेक हे जाउछ
ଏବେ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଶୁଭୁନି।
ତମେ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଅଛ କୁଆଡେ ସୁଭା ଯିବ ତମେ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଗାଡି ଡ୍ରାଇଭ କରୁଛ ସୁଭା ଯିବନି ବାବୁ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛ ମାନେ ପୁରା ये साइलेंस एरिया रे कहलो सुभा जाउची ना सुभा जाउनी
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଏବେ କ୍ଲିୟର ଅଛି ବଟ୍ ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କ୍ଲାସ୍ ନେବା ପାଇଁ ସେତେବେଳେ କ୍ଲିୟର ହଉନି। ନେଟୱାର୍କ ଟା ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଫ୍ଲକ୍ଚୁଏଟ୍ କରୁଛି।
मैम ଏବେ स्टार्ट करंतु
हां टिके फ्लक्चुएट हो सेतरे टिके मैनेज करियो देखिया 5 मिनिट खंडे पढिबा तबरे देखिबा हैला
यस मैम
ठीक
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ना
ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
Yes, ma'am.
ए
Please continue.
जियो को पूरा क्लियरली सुभा जाउची हैला तो चलो तो मु कोन कहिली चलिबो हां ठीक अछि तो कोन कहिली सो विजन एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैविंग सम विजन So the organization try to analysis after 5 year, after 10 year, after 15 year, after 20 year, where we want to see the organization. What is the present situation? What is the present scenario? What is the present things of the organization? And after 10 year, after 5 year, where we want to see the organization, right? So basic on this, the organization and it is organization fixed vision. It is basically we can say it is a stunting factor. No, we cannot change vision frequently. It means what? Suppose today we fix vision, after 2 months, 3 months, or after 5 months, or after 1 year, we will change our vision. No, if we will frequently change the vision, right? So ultimately, so these are some kind of a long-term process. Once we will implement, once we will fix, then we will work in this particular area in a longer duration of time. So overall, we can say it is the ability to see the future, where we are right now and where we wanted to go. Koti achi ame koti kuade jibaku chahanchi. And this thing can possible through vision only, right? Students, hello.
यस मैम
मैम यस मैम
Hello, students.
यस मैम
यस मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
एला क्लियर अछि ना
Yes,
ना
ma'am.
हाउची
No,
मझिरे मझिरे टिके
मैम
कंफ्यूजन
एक्चुअली
completely
ब्रेक
good.
हो जाउछ बट विल मैनेज यू जस्ट कंटिन्यू मैम विल मैनेज
फाइन नले कहतु टिके हां नाही करतु नले पूरा से बंद हो जाइतिबो मु एटी खाली कंटिन्यू करतिबि एला टिके हां नाही रेस्पोंड करतु
नो मैम वी
चलो
आर विथ यू
ओके फाइन चलो सो these are some example of different organization how they fixed vision. No, the example of Disney, Microsoft, Google, Nike, Twitter. No, so these are some the basically we can say it is some best organization. It is there in our it is there. No, and they fix vision on the basis of this, and also organization taking this step to achieve this. Suppose, for example, Disney to make people happy. So Disney, the vision of the Disney to make people happy means Disney providing such kind of facility towards the society. So it is the basically effort of the Disney, what kind of things I will provide towards the society. So we should, the every people, they should, while they will see the program, now they should feel happy while they will see the program. So this is the responsibility, this is the effort by the Disney, because the vision of Disney is like this, right? So suppose DDC, right? We have some vision. What is our vision? Now our vision is we give education to everyone. It means education for all, right? So education for all means we will give the education facility for every category of people, and every people they should get that facility. For that DDC is doing their work. Now we are for that, and we are basically providing such kind of facility towards the society, because this is our vision, right? So every organization having some vision, and basing on this they are taking this step, and they are providing such kind of facility towards the people and the society. So you can take the example of this kind of organization, right? Then organization fixing vision through some elements, some factor. Now what are the factors? What are the elements? See, the organization fix vision based on the 5 P's. You can see this slide here. The 5 P's, what it relates to? The 5 P's, it relates to people, partners, plant, productivity, and profit. Based on the 5P factor, we can fix vision of the organization, right? So you just remember these 5 P's. So P for people. What do you mean by this? See, while the organization set its vision, the organization try to analyze the people who are working inside the organization. Who are the people? The employees, the workers, people are working in the different area, different level, whether they are that much of effective, whether they are that much of efficient, whether they are that much of productive to achieve the vision. So organization fix the vision, but those people are working in the organization, they're completely ineffective, they're completely inefficient, right? So ultimately what will happen? So ultimately what will happen? The vision will go in a one direction, and the people will go in a one direction. So they will go in the different area. So ultimately neither the people can work properly, nor the organization reach its destination, right? So it is very much important. Who will fix the management, top level management? It is a vision to fixing of the vision, strategy, objective. It is a responsibility of the top level management. While the top level management fixing the vision, they should analyze how much manpower it is there in the organization, and whether they are effective or efficient or not. So basing on this, the organization, it is a first P factor, and organization fix the vision. Right? Then it is a partners. Another P factor, second P factor, partners. The partners would see here, while the organization fix the vision, try to analyze the partner. Means what? Those people are working in the top level. It may be the group of directors, it may be the group of managers, or it may be the different type of partners. It is basically they are working in the top level. So here the organization the management try to analyze whether the partners are variety kind of partners are there. Some partners are the sleeping partner, some partners are the active partner, sleeping and dormant partners, active partners, right? So variety kind of partners are there in a business. Partners means the associates. Basically we can say people are working in the top level. So here, if the partner is the active partner, so it is easy to achieve the vision of the organization. If the people are effective and partners are also effective. Partners means it is the, we can take the means everybody we can take, no? Here, those are working in the top level, right? So here, if the partners are what we can say the dormant or sleeping, means they are towards the organization, it is very less. Sleeping means pura soiki mane kono? Participation is very less towards the business, right? So ultimately what will happen? It is difficult to achieve the vision. It is difficult to achieve the hame fix kar deba but achieve kari parna. Again, plant is another P factor. Plant, where it is situated. The plant, while the organization fixing the vision, analysis, the plant means whether the plant it is there in a the interior place, it is the heart of the city. So that is one factor where it is situated. Apart from this, we can analysis what the basically what in the plant we can analyze the level of movable immovable property. It is there in the plant. This building infrastructure. What are the things are there in my business? Whether it is very effective, all those things are there. It is a very means what very new things, very effective things, or it is a very poor things. It is there in my organization. Right. So basing on these, the organization also try to fix the vision. Right? Productivity and profit. Productivity, it is the direct relationship with profit. If the productivity increase, productivity enhance, then definitely profit can be increased. If the productivity decrease, then profit also can be decreased. So it is the direct relation between the productivity and profit. Right? So if the organization day by day the productivity is increasing, enhancing, so basing on this the profit is also there. So basing on this we can fix the vision. Productivity decrease means what? Productivity decrease means customers not like the product. It may be they dislike your organization. It may they dislike your product, right? So basing on this, what will happen? Ultimately, your profit also can be decreased. Productivity, we will produce much more amount of product. Then what will happen? Then we have to sell the product in the market. How we will sell the product in the market? Customer have to purchase the product. Organization market demand achi. So the based on the demand we have to produce the product. If the demand is there, we will produce the product. Profit, we can make more and more profit. Then organization can achieve its vision. Right? Productivity decrease means demand means the market demand is not there. Then definitely profit can be decreased. Vision we cannot achieve. Right? So these are the P factor, dear students. It is very important for every organization. Basing on this, we can achieve the vision of the organization. Just remember this 5P factor, right? To achieve the objective of the organization. Got it now? Dear students, is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sound clear, clarity, crystal clear. Yes, na?
Yes,
Starting with
ma'am.
no
Yes,
problem.
ନାଇଁ ଏବେ ଆଉ ହଉନି ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଏବେ କ୍ଲିୟର।
ଏବେ ପୁରା
अच्छा मैं ना गोटे क्वेश्चन पचारि कोन से change impact on management vision chapter over small chapter छोटे chapter 5 mark question, right? What is vision and strategy? 8 mark question or 12 mark question. So vision, what is vision? You can take some example of vision. You can take your organization example. You can give your organization example, right? And what are the elements related to vision? Over. Now, one chapter it is there in your unit 1. Change impact on management. It means if the manager will implement change and it is successful. When the manager will implement change, it may be failure. Two things can happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes. It will in both ways.
Two things can happen.
Yes.
Maybe the change may be failure, the change may be successful. If the successful change is there in the organization, right? While the manager implement change towards the organization, it is highly successful. Then what will happen? Kon hobo, pilamane?
Employees will be
Growth,
motivated.
employment, growth of the company, employment will increase.
Employee satisfaction. Yes, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Customer satisfaction.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Employee can get performance bonus as usual.
Yes. Hella. So, basing on this employee satisfaction is there. So,
Yes, ma'am.
successful change means all the positive things can be happen. Positive things. Positive things is what? Positive. Positive thing.
ये मनस्मिता तमे म्यूट करो, ये अनम्यूट करो.
अरे म्यूट योरसेल्फ यार. मैडम आपन को साइड रो आपन म्यूट कर दियंतु बेटर हो.
होला बस पिला माने दया करी डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन करबो क्लास रे सेति हम 2 बे देचू हैला जम्मा संति करबोनी नले तमे ये हबो पूरा म्यूट कर दो हैला तो चल कोन हैला ना तमरे कोन हबो इट customer satisfaction, first employee satisfaction, successful implementation of change, the first employee satisfaction, then customer satisfaction, then a very good teamwork. Then apart from this, what will happen? Organization, it increase productivity, it increase profit, extend kar debo, it increase profit, it increase growth and development of the organization, right? Though employee satisfaction is there, so employee can be more committed, more competent, more dynamic towards the organization. Organization, it is basically high, means what? The best interpersonal relationship, means the healthy relationship between superior subordinates, right? So these are all the positive factor it can happen in the organization if we will, while the manager will implement change and it is successful. If it is failure, जब failure लेकर same चीज़ को मैं लिखी, कौन लिखी? Change, impact and management, है ना? Change, impact and management कौन कहला? Joint change, impact and management means those already I told you. It increase productivity, right? So what will happen? It is basically the satisfaction by the customer, satisfaction by everything. It will be going in a positive manner. Positive. Improve. Everything will go in a positive manner. All the good things it can be enhanced. If while the manager implement change in the organization, it is completely failure, then what will happen, Pilamani? Kaun abu? Just our opposite nahi jiba nami.
Yes.
Students.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Employee dissatisfaction, demotivation and dissatisfaction of the employee, customer dissatisfaction,
Low profitability.
Profit, it decrease profit and productivity and profits. Decrease productivity, decrease profit. Poor teamwork, right? Organization will create, people will create dedication, loyalty, commitment. Just opposite chalo. Kaun habo? It will create conflict, misunderstanding among the people, stressful situation. Ultimately, organization growth development it can be reduced. If the manager will implement change and it is unsuccessful in the organization. So this is what change impact on management. It is the, we will discuss, no? In the second unit we will discuss who will implement change, right? Here the change agent playing a major role. While the change agent, we will discuss one chapter, no? So while the manager implementing change, while the manager implemented change towards the organization, so it must be everything the manager should analyze properly, and based on this we have to implement it, so that the successful can be possible. Because the failure we will face lot of consequence, right? And it will basically the organization face means so many things it can be, means the negative things it can be happen. So this is the change impact on management. It is a 5-mark question. Buchigolo na? Yes na? Solve the unit 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will discuss unit 2. Let's start. See, in your unit 2, managing change, here we will discuss first some process and models of organizational change. Right? Unit 1, what already we have completed in your unit 1. So already we have completed the unit 1. Unit 1 we have discussed what? The concept of change. What do you mean by change? Means definition of change, nature, features, characteristics of change, objectives and importance of change, forces of change. Forces of change, it is classified into two parts: internal forces, external forces. Types of change, variety types of change, it is there in the organization, right? Apart from this, also we have discussed organizational strategy and vision. Strategy, yesterday we have completed the strategy. What is strategy? What are the features of strategy? And what are the level of strategy? Corporate level, functional level and business level strategy. Vision, what is vision? What are the elements and factors related to vision? And how change impact on management. In your last class, I will discuss the question basing on your what? Basing on your different units. So first, it is all about your unit 1. Now we will start your unit 2. I hope कि समस्त को पूरा clearly बुझी जाइछन. Easy
Yes,
अछि बटा easy अछि ना किछि difficult अछि कि हम हमर डे टू डे लाइफ रो भी सिचुएशन को हम एटी एक्सप्लेन करि परबा खाली कोन नाम टिके पॉइंट पॉइंट रखिया पड़े. On students?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Chalo, iti kon hela? Now, in unit 2, we will discuss the process and model. See, the process and models, we will discuss a model designed by different eminent personalities. So, the process and model, it implies, while the organization implementing change, we have to adapt some step-by-step things, no? Means एमिति नहीं मींस ऐसे नहीं कि हम कुछ भी कर देंगे ना कुछ भी ऐसे ऐसे रात में ऐसे मींस ड्रीम आया सुबह आए ऐसे इंप्लीमेंट कर दिए राइट ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कोई भी आके कुछ भी चेंज इंप्लीमेंट कर देगा नहीं हो सकता है अल्टीमेटली वो क्या होगा हम अभी डिस्कशन किए इम्पैक्ट रिलेटेड टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इम्पैक्ट रिलेटेड टू मैनेजमेंट ultimately organization cannot sustain in the market and it can be basically what the organization it is when the situation will come the organization have to close down its business. So it is some procedure is there, right? That model and process it implies what are the steps we have to take so that successful implementation of change can be possible. So first we will discuss the process, then we will discuss the models. Now process of change. See, you can see this slide here. Process of change it implies it is a very small process. Means it is 6 steps are there in this change process. So first we have to analysis becoming aware of the pressure for change. It means this process implies this step implies first the manager have to analysis aware the pressure means the manager have to identify what kind of pressure means already yesterday we have discussed the forces means it is the pressure. What are the forces? What are the pressure coming towards the organization? Whether the pressure, the force, it is internal or it is external. First, we have to identify that factor, right? Whether it is an internal force, whether it is an external force. So we have to aware properly. We have to analysis aware about such things. No, if the force related to external, then what we have to do? So recognizing the need for change here. External forces of change, then what we have to do? It is the uncontrollable factor. We have to accept it, we have to adapt it, we don't have any control. Already I told you. So here we have to, it may be the internal, it may be the external. Here we have to recognize, yes, it is the need, it is the time to implement the change. It is a need and requirement, it is a time to implement the change. So if we identify that now this is the right time to implement the change, it is required, then we have to diagnose the problem. Where we will implement the change? Problem, where is the problem? Already we know that the change is it may be the internal or it may be the external. It may be the related customer related to employee, related to maybe the service related, maybe the employee. It may be related to government. Government we have to accept it, right? So here we have to identify the problem. Where is the problem? Problem ta kouti. Where is the problem? So diagnosing the problem, whether if we will identify the means the things, where is the problem, where is the pressure, where is the means such kind of things is there, then we have to plan for the change. The problem exactly we have identified. Now the problem it is related to product. So we have to change why the customer not like the product. Because the product is it is old kind of product it is there in the market. It is the same stereotyping of product. The customer not like our product right now. So what we have to do? We have to, the product is there. So everything is there. But we give some kind of wow things. Means we have to change the packaging. Attractive packaging we have to do. Right? For that we have to planning for the change. Now what we will do? Planning. Planning means what? Again we have to analyze everything. Once planning over, planning means what to do, how to do, when to do, when to do, who will do it? कौन करिबा, कोठी करिबा, केमती करिबा, काहेकि करिबा, कित्ते बेले करिबा. So this is the planning process. Once the planning over, then we have to implement it. Planning over, now we will implement. Implementation means this is the basically new things. Then the future thing is the once implementation. Planning over, implementation start. Now we will start our work. Then the next phase is the new things, the new product, the new things it can be there in the market. Right? And lastly, finally, we will give the follow-up. What follow-up? Now those steps we have taken already, whether it is successful or failure. After change the product, means the packaging of the product, whether the productivity increased or decreased. I'm going to take an example, right? This example means these things we can extend in each and every area. So whether it is successful or failure, right? If it is the same kind, means the past situation and after implementation of change also, the past situation, present situation, both are similar. Nothing is different, no? Then what we have to do? We have to again start the same steps again we will start we will means what? The process. It is the process means what? Again we will start the same procedure once again. Right? Here we know that where is the problem. So up to problem we know everything. Then again we have to plan for the change. If this thing is not effective in the market, then what we will do? We will enhance some what? Quality. We will change the quality of the product. Means maybe we will add some different fragrance, different taste, right? It may be we will enhance the quantity. So different things we can add here. So that again we will give the follow-up. Now is it okay or not? Got it now? So this is the process of change.
Yes, ma'am.
So basing on this, it is a step-by-step procedure. Basing on this, we will implement the change. These things designed by different eminent personalities, right? This procedure, those already we have discussed. Different eminent personality designed in a different models, right? Model means it is a process. Means it is a step-by-step process designed by different eminent personality. According to him, suppose here we will discuss first model of the change. It is a Cutloin's model of change process. Means it is also a step-by-step procedure. According to Cutloin's, basically we can say Cutloin is famous for this change model. This change model, what you can see this slide here, this change model, it is a very easy, small and beautiful change model, right? It is there in a three stage according to Cutloin's, no? So we can say following models of change process, right? So here, Kathleen said, if the organization wanted to implement the change, the organization can adopt this step so that the successful change can be possible, right? If we will adopt this step, this 3 step, easy and beautiful and successful step, according to Kathleen's, no? So this is the basically what suggested by the Kathleen's, no? So the successful change implementation can be possible, yes. And this process, the Kathleen's and Kotter's model, adopted by the every organization in the present environment. That's why they are the basically we can say the means the eminent personality in this particular area in the world, right? So what do you mean by this? According to Kathleen, the process of change based on the 3 stage. What? First stage is the unfreeze stage. Second stage is the change stage. Third stage is the refreeze stage. Unfreezing, change, and refreezing. Now, what do you mean by this? According to Kathleen's, unfreeze stage is the present situation of the organization. Refreeze stage is the future situation of the organization. It is the present state, refreeze is the future state. Right? Unfreeze is the planning stage, change is the implementation stage, refreeze is the future stage. So in the unfreeze stage, it is the every step taken by the organization through proper planning. Means it is the present situation. See, this model said, simple, if we will take the example, one ice cube is there, right? Now what we want to do, the ice cube, it is there in a circle position, ground position, circle position, right? Now we want to change the shape of the ice cube. What we want? Now we want in a square position. Now what we will do here? First, we have to break the ice cube. If we will break the ice cube, then we can give the different shape as per our choice, right? If we will not break that circle position, then definitely we cannot give a different shape to that particular ice cube. So change is also like this, according to Kathleen's. I hope it is clear to you. So here, while the organization implementing change, in the unfreeze stage, first we have to break everything. Break means no, I'm not saying this. According to Kathleen, unfreeze means it is the planning and the present situation and the planning situation of the organization. Where we want to implement the change? What type of change we want to implement? Who will implement the change? When we will implement the change? How we will implement the change? Right? How much money? How much effort? How many manpower? How much resource? How much time it is required to implementation of change? Right? So basing on these, we can go to the next step. Once planning over, then we can go for the change. Once planning over means implementation start. Already I told you in the process. Plan and implementation start. Now here we will implement. What? We will take the action and we will start our work. Right? Now here, what already we have taken this step, what already we have means the organization plan accordingly. According to planning, we will take the step. It is implementation. Means what? We will utilize the manpower properly. We will utilize the time properly. We will utilize the effort properly. Money, resource, material, what? The basically machinery, everything we should utilize in a proper manner, in a properly. implies it is the future state of the organization. Now, in this future state of the organization, reference stage in the future state of the organization, now we will get some new style, some new structure, some new strategy, some new things as per our requirement. So this is the model designed by Cartwright towards change of the organization. Whatever may be the change, where do you want to implement the change? But this model, if we will, based on this model, if we will implement, then successful change can be possible. Right? So, these 3 steps, it is easy and beautiful. So, you have to remember properly. I hope it is clear to you. Students, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. We will go to the next model of change. Next model of change is the Cotters change model. Cotters, right? Cotters and Cotters. Cotters 3-stage model. Cotters 8-stage model of change. Right? It is little bit lengthy, but it is very effective. More clarity, more crystal clear is there in this picture. Right? যেটা কো 3টা স্টেপ রে কইলে সে 5টা স্টেপ রে কইলে because more clarity is there in this model according to Cotters. The 8-stage model of Cotters related to organizational change, also we can say it is a step-by-step procedure towards the change of the organization. If the organization will take this 8 step, definitely the successful change can be possible according to Cotters. Cotter, in his 8th stage, he again subdivided in 3 parts. 8th stage subdivided into 3 parts. The part 1 is the preparation phase, part 2 is the implementation phase, and part 3 is the managing phase. So preparation, implementation, and manage. Unfreezing, change, rephrasing. According to Cartwright, preparation is the planning stage, unfreeze stage, implementation is the change stage, managing is the what? Rephrasing stage. This is a future state of the organization. He give some clarity in a 8 position, 8 step in this particular model. The first step is the create a sense of urgency. Same already we have discussed in the process. देखो, वो सीधा नेली, अब अपना भूले की नेली. But जगह को गोटे जगह को ही जाऊँ, right? Create this sense of urgency. Already we have discussed in the process, step-by-step procedure. Sense of urgency means here we have to identify. Organization will identify whether any urgency is there. That's why we have to implement the change. It means what? Any kind of force, any kind of pressure, is it there towards the organization? Right? Whether the urgency means what? The force, the basically pressure, it is there in the organization. It may be internal, it may be external. Right? So we have to analyze this properly. And basing on this, if yes, the urgency is there, we have to implement it. Then what we will do in the next step? Form a powerful coalition. Powerful coalition means what? Here the meaning of what do you mean by coalition? Coalition means it is a team, it is a group. Now see, manager identified, yes, some urgency is there, some pressure is there, some force is there towards the organization. That's why we have to implement the change. Fine. But who will implement the change? Who will implement the change? Who will work for these particular things, no? So that we can implement the change. That's said by Cotters. Cotters said, so manager identified, it's okay. But now it is the responsibility of a manager. The manager have to form a powerful coalition. Powerful coalition means the manager have to form a excellent and group where the manager have to provide. It is a responsibility of a manager, right? Means in a different department, having a different person, no, different department, and we will select the best person among the various department. We will select 2 person in the HR department. We will select 1 person in the production department. Because that much of knowledge, skills, ability, the people are highly dynamic, no? That's why we will select 1 person in the 2 person in the marketing department. So out of many people, we will select some excellent people, best people. Those are highly dynamic, those are highly effective, and we can form a group. It is a responsibility of the manager. The manager have to do all those things. And the manager have to powerful means what? Form a group with power. Form a group. Manager will form a group with giving some power to the group, giving some power to the team. That is a powerful group, powerful team. It is in a preparation stage. Then we have to create a vision. Vision is always long term. Already we have discussed one chapter in the vision, right? Then we have to fix the vision. Vision, it is the ability to see the future and go ahead, right? So what is the present scenario? We have to analyze this properly. And after implementation of change, what will happen in the future? Where we wanted to go? How the organization will look like? Where the organization we want to see the organization? So everything the group and the manager will analyze this properly. No? And once they will analyze everything, then it is the stage of the implementation. Now once planning over implementation start, so it is the time to implementation. Communicate the vision. The manager and team, they will communicate the vision in front of it, maybe top level management or in front of the other people where it is essential to communicate, where it is required to communicate, right? So they will discuss everything in front of those persons required to know it. It may be we will discuss everything in front of the top level management or in front of some general manager, those are working in the top level. It may be. So communicate the vision with the different individuals, those required to know this kind of things, no? Then remove obstacles. Remove obstacles means what? During the achievement of the vision, during the work, during the basically people are doing variety kind of step, no? To implementation of change, if any kind of obstacles, hurdles, it may create, right? So if any kind of obstacles, hurdles, it is there in front of the team and the managers, now we have to remove it. We have to remove it. We have to basically what? We have to remove means what? Eraser mani ki remove kar deba. No? What we will do? We have to basically solve the challenges. Any kind of challenges, any kind of obstacles, any kind of hurdles. So we have to solve it. And we have to basically take the proposed step to solve it. Once we will solve it, then create a short-term win. See, according to Kotter, suppose for example, we have some target, right? What is our target? Suppose our target is 50, right? Now what we will do? When we will reach in that particular area, when we will reach the target 50, then we will basically what? Means I'm going to wow, what nice. No. Kotter said, certain win means while you will reach in the 10 position, achieve kala pore, then we will celebrate, small celebration should be there to motivate the people. Sweets distribution. Correct. When we will reach 25, then we will give sweets with extra some facility, like some snacks we will provide to the people. Right? Short-term win. When we will reach in 50, then it is a grand celebration and we will give the reward to the people. This is the short-term win. create a certain wing, right? Implementation stage. Once we will means do everything, then we'll turn the change. We'll turn the change means what? Successfully implementation of change. Now it is the new situation of the organization. New things, new structure, new everything, it is new. No? And finally, it is develop a new culture. Manage the change means what? It is there in the future stage. Now it is a new situation of the organization and new culture, and we have to stick on that. But already we have taken this step, we have to stick on that. So this is what the quarter 8-stage model and subdivided into 3 parts. Students, is it clear to you? बुझीगल कि पिला
Yes,
माने?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
पूरा clear?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Our model, it is a small model. So just remember 3 most important model related to change. Kaplan's model, Cotter's model, and Atker model. Right? Atker change management or Atker change model. A for awareness, D for desire, K for knowledge, A for ability, R for reinforcement. ADKAR. This Atker change model, right? It stands for in a different factor. It is a simple, powerful, and beautiful model related to implementation of change, and it is a step-by-step procedure. As like as Kotter, as like as Katluins, right? So Atker change model said same things. Same things, awareness. Every step of the change, first we have to analysis and we have to aware about the situation, aware about the problem. That's why already first we have discussed the process of change. Awareness, internal and external awareness. Where is the problem? What is the situation? Internally, externally. We have to create the awareness first. Then desire means while we aware about the situation, then every person they should support towards the change. Desire means what? Desire means every employee, every person they should support to implementation of change. Who will support? The employee will support to implementation of change. Right? They should participate in the change process. They should not resist to change. I mean, after that we will discuss one chapter, resistance of change, right? They should not resist the change. They should participate. They should support towards the change. That is D side, desired side. While now every person they will accept the change, they will support to change. They should use their knowledge, right? Use their knowledge and ability towards successful implementation of change. Those people are there in the organization because without their participation, successful implementation change cannot be possible. Change can be failed, whatever may be the step taken by the management. So Atker model said, so it is the knowledge, it is the ability, people are holding himself and herself full of knowledge, talent, ability, no? So they should use properly towards successful implementation of change. And finally, reinforcement. Once we will do all those steps, then finally a new things, new situation, new environment, it can be possible. And organization, it can reach in the top of the sky. Sky is the limit for the organization, it may be. Right? So this is what? The simple and beautiful model. It is there in the change model. This model implies Atker. Hello? Yes, na students, बुझीगल ना तीन टाइप model को?
Yes, ma'am.
तो तीन टाइप model को अपन देखिबा. गोटे हला Kaplan's model.
Yes, ma'am.
Three stage model, Kaplan's 3-stage model.
Cotter's
Total 8-stage model and Atker based 8-AR. Hello? Simple, तीन टाइप simple अच्छी, easy अच्छी और beautiful अच्छी. Then, when organizational development discussion kariba OD, there we will also discuss another 3 model. So, this 3 model discussion kariba, bada model laga. Right? It is there in your syllabus.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, Edgar model, it is in the second unit
Yes.
because
Process
like,
of, see,
yes.
process of change and models of change, it is there in your second unit.
But over here it is showing as McKinsey 7S model.
Now, McKinsey 7S model, see, McKinsey 7S model, this model belongs to the change as well as the development. Right? That's why we will discuss McKinsey 7S framework, 7S model in the OD model.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
This model we will discuss. It is a very important model, but it covers both the factor, change as well as the development. So we will discuss this model in the development chapter. McKinsey 7S framework model, and another model we will discuss. What the 6-box model we will discuss there. Now it is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, thank you, students. This
Ma'am,
unit.
please share these classes on YouTube videos, ma'am. Ma'am, please share these classes on YouTube videos, ma'am.
No, see, this is a decision by the management. No, we can't set the means what this videos in YouTube. So decision taken by the management. This decision will take the management. So if it is possible, they will set the this video in the YouTube. ठीक है ना?
Ma'am, if it's possible, please share PPT.
ପିଲାମାନେ ମୁଁ କଣ କହିଥିଲି ରେ?
ଆରେ କରାହବ
Class
ଲାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ରେ କରାହବ।
ଲାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସରେ କର ହେଲା ଏନା ପାଠ ପଢ ଏନା ପାଠରେ କନସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରେଟ କର ଫରଗେଟ୍ अबाउट द ପିପିଟି ମୁଁ ତ ପିପିଟି ଦେଖଉଛି ଲାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସରେ କରା ହେଲା ଚलो थैंक यू सो मच बाय बाय
Thank
डियर
you.
स्टूडेंट्स गुड नाइट टुमारो
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Good
ma'am.
night, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
गुड नाइट टुमारो वी विल
Manoj,
Ma'am, question थिला सेटा मैम डी शो करथन।
कौन कहले रे
मैम गोटे क्वेश्चन आपन स्क्रीन रे क्वेश्चन थिला से रिसर्च समथिंग टिके देखि तान स्क्रीनशॉट नै था।
काली की मु आउथरे एटा को जिबी यूनिट 2 रे अछि हैला जोडा तुमको दरकार
Okay.
सेटा कर देबे सेठी देखि मते कहि दबो मु सेटा शेयर कर देबे हैला
Okay, ma'am. Good night.
Okay, ma'am.
बाय बाय
Manoj भाई नमस्कार।
କାହିଁ ପାର୍ଟି କରୁଛୁ?
म्यूट कर दला रे।
अरे ये रे ग्रुप रे चैट रे नमस्कार।